In this video I'm going to show you guys how to make a TIE D automated starfighter, also known as a droid or drone TIE fighter from Star Wars. Now if you guys are new to the channel at all, we do a lot of time lapses and tutorials just like this one, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also guys, if you're interested in more Star Wars tutorials, I'll leave a link in the card above, as well as in the description to a full playlist you guys can check out after this video. Anyway, let's get into building. Alright, so here we are on my flat tutorial world. So guys, this one is actually fits into a nice little square. It's 9 wide and 9 long, and it's 5 high. So yeah, it's the most square out of all of them, but it's mostly because of the kind of angled shape of the wings that you've got. They're really square, but they're really angled. So I'm going to be putting it in the box, up to you guys if you want to do that or not. But you're going to need polished andesite slab, stair and block, deep slate, slab, stair and block. Iron trapdoor is pretty key to this one. You could use other trapdoors as well if you wanted to. Red stained glass and a dark oak sign as well. They're all pretty key, pretty important. I should also note that if you wanted to, the upper parts of these right here, you can always switch those out for carpet. Totally up to you guys. I've just gone with iron trapdoors all around because they're used so heavily in the build rather than just like one or the other, you know. So that's the reason I've gone for that. Alright then, so from the back of our box, what we're going to do is we're going to have on the edge of this, just going to one, I don't know why I did it that way, that was the most complicated way of doing it, but just going to have one of those polished andesite blocks. Then we're going to have 7 blocks of deep slate, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you can have 1 block of andesite there. Underneath all of this, we're going to have iron trapdoors. So because it was kind of quite a small starfighter, this kind of seemed to make the most sense to have kind of like a grey border and everything. Otherwise it just looked really chunky. So from the back we're going to have a stair. And that's just going to be polished andesite. Then we're going to have deep slate. Then we're going to have 2 andesite stairs. And then the rest of these other 5 that we've got here, are just going to be your trapdoors like that. So guys, if you're building it in the grid, it makes it a lot easier. But you're just going to have a 7 block gap from here. And then we're going to do the same thing. So you get your polished andesite block, 7 deep slates, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then another block of andesite. Now underneath that, we're going to have our iron trapdoors. So put these in here. They're going all the way to there. And then from the back, we're going to have our polished andesite stair, then a deep slate stair, polished andesite stair, and then 5 iron trapdoor pieces. Now if we go back onto the other side, what we're going to have is our polished andesite block again. We're going to be up and in by 1. So it's all kind of moving in like this. God, what happened to my voice then? I have no idea. We have 7 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then a polished andesite block. And then on the top of this, we're going to have our iron trapdoors. Then we're going to have a polished andesite block here. 7 deep slate blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then another polished andesite block. Right, there we go. So what we're going to have now is where we've got the second block right here, we're going to have in 2 polished andesite blocks coming in. So that's going to be just off your second one. Then what we're going to do from here is we're going to have andesite stairs underneath either sides of those, just to connect it in a little bit stronger. Then if we just use any block as a kind of just a placeholder really, just on the inside, I'm going to put those 2 in there. With some red stained glass, we're now going to go on front of this and go across and literally make a cross. So you're going to get a red cross. There we go, like that. We can now get rid of those 2. Then with our polished andesite stairs, we're going to have andesite stair on top of these 2. Going back to make the iconic eyeball, but it's red because it's the whole droid thing. And then with our dark oak signs, we're just going to plonk these on, not putting anything in them, going across the front. There's like a line. There's actually also a line going here as well, but I've just gone with the line going across. I think it looks fine with that. So from the inside, we're going to have a stair, upside down stair, and a stair here. I know you don't need to go inside the cockpit, but I still made it usable. So that's what we've got for that. Just put a block underneath here so you can get a slab in, like that. Then from the back, we can have upside down stairs on these stairs here, apart from these ones, which are going to be normal. Then what we do is going to put a block around each of those bits there. We need to grab a couple extra blocks, so let's get rid of those. We're going to need polished deep slate wall and also crimson button. So crimson buttons either side and a deep slate wall right on the back, like that. Over the top of the cockpit. So this is, I'll show you guys the cockpit first actually, might as well. So this is what the cockpit looks like, although, yeah, it's supposed to all be droided, but you can get inside it, which I kind of think is kind of cool. You're going to have your deep slate block over the top of this. Then iron trapdoors are going to be around this. These are going to be underneath as well, so we've got that slab there. Plonk them in, get them in, like that. We're also going to have a slab here, and a slab underneath, just to thicken up the connection to the wings. And of course I've forgotten guns, or nearly forgotten guns. We're going to get the dark oak fence gate here, plonk that there, punch it through. That's going to be your guns. It's only got 2 cannons on it. Now this is an optional part of it, which is the glass on the side. If you want to cover those up, putting your iron trapdoors in. And if you do that, you have to have the debug stick. If you're happy with it, you can either just leave that like it is. Put dark oak trapdoors is what I put in there instead of those ones. But if you can get access to the debug stick, then why not go for it? So use the give command, then your name, then debug stick. And then select the open property, and then you can right click. So you left click to go through the properties and right click to switch it basically. But guys, that's it. It's a nice little simple starfighter from the kind of expanded universe side of things. I quite like it though. It's different enough, but you can kind of tell its roots, and I quite like that. I always like when they do stuff like that. I have forgotten something actually. I just noticed. Iron trapdoors underneath here. How did I forget that? I don't know. Got carried away. There we go. Those ones there, guys. Now you're actually done. And as always, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.